Shook will need to find one of those key opening first bloods that he always gets for the Wolves, and then they need to see, have they improved their shot calling? Because it was dire last week.
Yes, it was. Very, very dire indeed. But it's a new game, it's a new week. Why don't you guys tell us what you think about it? Hashtag CW win or hashtag EL win.
Or so, Elements funneling a lot of power in your support. Hang on, just going for a bit of a fight here.
Uh-oh,
That's the wrong way, Tabs.
He's gonna get taunted up. In comes Shook, the teleport, but it might be too late as JWoww Flame Spitter's on. They just keep their attention turned to Tabs. The Harpoon wasn't gonna get intercepted, and that's first blood over to Lenny. Some even more experience falling right into his pocket, and Shook and Lenny should have enough power to take down JWoww, but Froggen is here, and he manages to get one. Meanwhile, though, JWoww might get baited a little bit forward. He's going to go up through the minions and kick JWoww back. Throws down the equalizer, try and cover his tracks. He's got the flash, he will use it, but so will Shook. Goes in, secures the kill. Dexter's too late. Goes in for the flash, though. Queen's Wrath and safeguard over
Froggen's
Lenny.
coming.
Froggen's coming in. There's the arrow. Can it pierce? Looking for Shook. Not going to connect, but he's now going the wrong way. Going to run right into the waiting arms of Nif. The lantern, Blaze, Shook. This time, no flash. He goes down. A 1-for-1 yet again.
Good communication by Elements. Dexter's his objectives, his map control, and taking a dragon.
That's much earlier than they normally are, and that is because of the way they built this comp. Remember, we always were talking about Elements being the team that's all about the late game.
With a textbook extended siege composition, double poke, one of each kind. Dexter, however,
goes a little bit deep here. Freeze and Cassie's trying to juke away from them, but he goes down immediately. Teleport comes a bit late as Froggen will manage to equalize a kill. But
lanes. However, Tabs found himself overextended a little bit. Yep. You have the Shen delivery system.
And in he goes. There's going to be Tabs trying to get out with a Valkyrie, but way too late. 4 Wolves collapse on him. You know they travel in packs. Why were you that deep?
I feel like Tabs should have just... What are they going to do? They're not poised offensively, and they're not cross-mapping either. This is the sign of a team that's behind strategically. If you have to watch your opponent do the dragon, and then...
Give this one up. They send their bottom lane back to base. A little bit of extra help from Froggen, sends a piercing arrow that way, and this time, Elements will secure that dragon.
The Wolves are going for Baron.
Very quick desperation move. This will prompt Elements into action. Teleport pretty far out. Koss a little bit low. Nif gonna send a hook. Lands on Freeze, but he's got the spell shield on. Shook goes in. Equalizer is gonna burn him down. It's Froggen who actually gets the kill credit, and Koss goes down. Lenny, Soren, Freeze all on the back, running away. Nif can't connect a hook. Lenny flashes the wall, but he's out of the fight. Emperor's Divide. Elements will get...
They had no split push going, no alternative. They wanted to catch Elements sleeping. Maybe 1 or 2 members are in base. JWoww obviously still has his teleport available.
Opens up quite a lot. Elements.
4-1. I don't think splitting up your members all that useful. Shook might go in here though.
Looking for it, see if they can secure it. Not going to be able to take away the dragon. Secured by Dexter. Fight is on. Koss pulled back. Chains of Corruption onto Lenny. See if they can finish him off. Koss gets thrown back in, only to be burned down and shot through the heart by Froggen. In comes Dexter. Looks for Lenny. He goes in. He goes down. That's a kill to Tabs. 2 for none. Froggen might be blinking, but Elements have got Wolves already on the back foot. Another kill with an equalizer, and Soren is out of the picture. Minions are marching forward. Soren, Shook, Koss, Lenny, Freeze, they're all here. But can they really stop it? Soren goes in, tries a shuffle, only succeeds in absolutely nothing. And Soren on the front after Izanya's burned away. Point blank hook onto the Shen. Dexter steps a little forward, out of bounds. Freeze punishes him for it, but nonetheless, right back to his team. Easy inhibitor take. They just don't have the punishing power. And the 100% kill participation on that too. Froggen, maybe that's about to change if he's caught out a little bit hard, gets kicked by Shook, but Shook is intent on finishing him off here, and he will get him. There's the shutdown gold.
A bit late. They're using this opening with Froggen down to maybe get a tower in the base of Elements, though.
They just might do it, though. Still going very far forward. JWoww goes forward with the golden burn. And now the Wolves have to scurry away as fast as they can. Froggen takes a shot onto Koss, gets him down, a double kill as he finds Soren as well. The Wolves, in their desperate attempt to finish an inhibitor, might get aced themselves. Lenny and Freeze on the run. Dexter marching forward at the front. The arrow still hits Lenny, and the chase is still going.
Damn it, Nif with the Superman. Whenever you proc a hook on a black shield, they keep moving, but your tether is still connected. But he pussied out. He flashed defensively. True aggressive support, bloodthirsty support. Terrible task for Shook, honestly, to play at least Sin into Trash who could play, or not.
or maybe just go right on forward. He's going to get taken down. Meanwhile, Freeze was able to pick off Nip, but a teleport now coming in for JWoww. Lenny looking for Froggen. He's going to get melted. Kaz actually picks the kill up, not before an equalizer drops, and Dexter comes in. A big pushback from the Emperor of Shurima. Elements, what is going on? They've lost 3 for Shook.
This is one of those moments where I was talking about how hard it is for Shook to go in from Elements. They weren't taking anything in the early to mid game, and now they wanted too much. They wanted mid inhibitor and that big top wave right before 50.
Lenny had both his teleports available if he chooses to use them, but he's going to have to act fast. Baron
late.
Already at half health. The Wolves will not get here in time. This is going down. Elements managed to get themselves a Baron as the Wolves come a little late to the party. In comes Freeze, in comes Lenny, in comes Kaz, but they're just going to serve themselves up on a plate. That's going to be 1-2 down. Freeze nearly burning as well. The hook doesn't connect on Soren, but man, is it close. Freeze hopping, skipping, jumping as much as he can. Soren tries to get the pushback, but he might sacrifice himself. Goes golden on it as JWoww takes down Shook, and the Wolves have all but fallen as Freeze the only one left. That might be the game right there. In comes Dexter.
The Wolves didn't come to play League of Legends. They're doing sightseeing. This is maybe the 5th objective, that they just stand around, watch it go down. Freeze, he Fates calls his Morgana, which has a black shield to dodge that hook. Then he walks straight into the hook, sacrifices his life. Of course, it's going to be hard for Kaz to shield him when you're stuck as a ghost. I mean, that's Fate's call. Misplay on multiple ends by the Wolves, and Elements looking to close out this game.
Should be able to do it just shy of 40 minutes. They make their mid-game fight count. A last stand for the Wolves, but Kaz is already burning. Fate's call pulled back in, but it doesn't matter. When the Nexus is going down, they can't do it. And Elements come up with the win.
And for Elements, critique where critique is due, but they did what they have to do. And their draft was good. And this is something in the season so far. We've had many complaints about Elements, but they came out with a fantastic draft here. Double poke, mixed damage, Rumble in the top lane to facilitate the 80 mid laner Varus, which has incredibly high win rate. In addition to rather low pick rate because he gets banned out so often. Corki picked to the Kalista. Kalista neutralized in the early game. These are all positive things for Elements. However, the next step just isn't quite there yet, and they have to watch this VOD. For me, the main thing to work on is the synergy between Dexter and Nif. They need to buddy up, start roaming together. Get that vision out, because Froggen, he played out of his mind. Fantastic game. 11-2-7.
But you're right, they need to find that extra magic. They need to find that extra synergy. And they need it fast if they want to be able to compete in the playoffs. They're close to qualifying. It's still very close in the middle of the table here. But a win here, definitely important for them. They're going to have a tough game tomorrow. They're going to have Gambit and SK following that.
Yep.
They can't afford to make these kind of mistakes against stronger teams, whether it's the rest of the season.